You like that? 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 You like that?
What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to talk Terrion Arnold. We just talked Nate Wiggins, so we want to talk about the guy that most people have as the #1 corner in the draft. And I want to break down his game. I thought he was really smooth at the combine. Wish he ran a faster time, but all the other stuff from a transition standpoint looked really good. So let's dive into the film. So first thing here, he's playing this off coverage here. And what I really like about this rep here is it shows his technique and his body control. So he's in this half turn here. And you'll notice when he transitions, he doesn't have to sink his hips. He stays at the same level. And that's one thing that I always look for when I'm watching DBs. Do they stay at the same level? So he does a really good job of being able to transition there. The next thing I want to show you in this clip here, I don't love this off the bat here, opening the hips. We talked about this with Wiggins. I think he did a much better job of staying square and fighting across. But he does the same thing as Wiggins did when he gets back into the body of the receiver. He gets the two hands on because the receiver has declared hard inside. And what does the receiver try to do? Break back to the outside. And then he smoothly has really good body control of changing direction and staying attached to the receiver. No completion here. Really sticky, tight coverage. This shows an exceptional ability to be able to mirror and match at the top of the route. Really good job there from Terrion Arnold. All right, so we talked about how we wanted to do some of the in-game transition stuff and in-game analytics. So I didn't do a very good job in the last video of explaining exactly what I'm doing here. So let me talk about this. What I'm measuring here is a mixture of the transition speed and the reaction time. So what I'm looking for is when this receiver sticks his foot in the ground to make his break, how long does it take for the corner to react? Okay, so that is what I'm looking for here. And so on this one, even though the ball doesn't go this way, it's 0.633, and that is significantly slower than Wiggins. I really wish that Wiggins was able to, show off that speed at the combine, but this is significantly slower than him, but it's still good enough. All right, so continuing on the press technique, I really like this here. Again, so I don't love the opening the hips too early. But what I do like is that he gets into the body of the receiver when he gets contact. So if you get like the reason why I want him to stay square is if you get like that diamond release and you open this way, you're going to get toasted by the receiver. So I wish that he would stay square for longer, but this receiver declares his route. He's all over it. Squeezes the guy to the sideline, and then I love this. We talk about this all the time when we're looking at draft prospects. Can they get in phase, get in that dominant position, in that cutoff position on the receiver? Really good job. So this looks like the exact same play from where it starts, but different play, same technique, press technique here. And again, he gets out a little too early for my liking, opens up the hips here, but he gets chest to chest here. I usually don't like this unless the corner is like really big, like 6'2" or something like that. But he really excels at this chest to chest technique. He's boxing this receiver out, using his hands to widen him out, and then slapping away the football. This is a really good job. He's awesome in these contested catch situations. Shows up in multiple games. We'll even see it again on film later here. So, chest to chest in the body of the receiver. And one of the things that is really important, if you remember me talking about my video when I was breaking down Jalen Mills covering Devontae Parker in practice and training camp or whatever, when you do this technique, it's really important, whether you want to do the chest to chest technique or the cutoff technique, that your momentum is going this way. So you've got to open up and fight through and fight across in that direction, and that's exactly what he does. Gets his hand on the football and knocks it away. Really good job right there. All right, so on this one, I really like this rep here. So on this one, it looks like they're in Ripley's match here. And so he's in cover 3. And it's a post route here. Like the receiver tries to put a little English on the route and try to act like he's going to break to the corner. But he runs a post. Quarterback overthrows the ball. And he goes and gets it. And acts like this is a punt return. I really love this when corners show off this ability to turn an interception into not just a big play for the defense, but an explosive play. So this looks like a punt return here. Makes a guy miss. Spins off another guy. He looks like a receiver, a punt returner in the open field. It's a really good job. And then we'll see it from the tight angle. The ball security is awesome. So really good rep here. Overthrown football. Punt return. Okay. Make a guy miss in the open field. Spin off another guy. And then has the ball out here to the sideline, but he's protecting it, not holding it out there like a loaf of bread. This guy tries to punch it out, and he keeps possession of the football. Really good rep there from Terrion Arnold. Really good awareness. We want playmakers, and this guy is a playmaker. All right, so on this one, we're measuring that speed turn. Okay, so we're measuring the speed turn here. And again, so let me explain. I didn't do a good job in the last video of explaining exactly what we're measuring here. This time, we're not worried about what's going on with the receiver. I want to see how quickly you can flip your head around. How quickly, when you realize that this is happening, when you stick that foot in the ground, how quickly can you get your head around and have vision of the receiver? So we'll see that here. The clock starts when he gets that foot in the ground and his head is turned around. And then he has vision of the receiver. And so he doesn't make the tackle here, but the time is really good. 0.38, that's much faster than Wiggins's. Wiggins was over half a second. So he misses the tackle here, but that's what we're looking for in this situation. The reaction time is really good. And, you win some, you lose some as a corner. You're out there on an island. Every once in a while, you're going to miss these tackles, but I think that was a really impressive speed turn by him. And we'll continue to measure other guys and see who has the fastest one in game. All right, so another big thing with corners, and as we break this guy down, as I do future videos of him, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but this dude is physical in the run game. So we got an offensive lineman coming at him. What does he do? Gets his body right into that guy, puts that shoulder into him, boxes the run in, and allows the pursuit to get to the ball carrier. That's really impressive. We'll see it from this tight angle. But sticks that shoulder, no fear, hitting this offensive lineman and having it bounce back inside to the pursuit. Really good job. We like corners who can tackle, and Terrion Arnold can tackle. All right, so he stays square for longer on this one, but again, opens up a little bit too much for my liking. But he gets in this contested catch situation again. And again, chest-to-chest technique, dominant position in phase, knocks the football away, momentum going towards the sideline. Really good stuff here. Okay? I think part of the reason why he opens up early is because we saw that 40 time. It's a little slow. He ran a 4.5, so the guy's not a burner. He's more of a technician, so I think he likes to get out a little bit earlier so that he doesn't get beat vertically. But again, look at that. Look at all of his momentum. Let me rewind this here a little bit. All of his momentum is headed this way. And then I love this here. I call this tackle insurance. So we swipe across with the opposite hand, and then you've got that tackle insurance on the body of the receiver to make sure if I miss that ball, that guy's going to end up on the ground. All right, so this is a really good rep here. I love this one because he's in the slot. And so he's getting rubbed here. This is a rub route. And what do we always say? The hardest thing you're going to have to do is to go across the field with the receivers. So how is he starting this play out? He's starting this play out in a half turn. He's cocked outside. He gets rubbed on this one. And then he's still able to get on top of the receiver and not allow any separation. Really good job there by Terrion Arnold. We'll see it even better from the tight when he comes across the field. We can see there is no separation. After all that, getting bounced around and everything, he's still all over this receiver. No separation. Really good job. All right, last play. We're going to end this one out. It's going to be similar to one of the ones that we saw with Wiggins, where it's a completion, but we're seeing really good technique here. And so he's got the hip flip. Okay, so this is the hip flip in comparison to the speed turn here. And so hip flip 0.48, not as fast, not nearly as fast as Wiggins, but still in the same ballpark as his speed turn, so he could use either technique. And so this is a really good one here because even though it's a completion, we'll see he's battling for the football. This is similar to the one with Wiggins where it's a completion, but he's all over the route. He's got the tackle insurance, and then he swipes through, hits the football. This is a really good job by that receiver to hold onto it, but that's the technique we want to see. Again, you win some, you lose some. They're going to catch the ball every once in a while, but are you using your technique to ensure that it's a first down and not a touchdown? And that's what Terrion Arnold does. He's a playmaker. I can understand why guys have him as their #1 corner. I haven't decided yet. I'm still watching everybody, but this dude is definitely up there, and he is definitely a first-round pick. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. So as always, you know what it is. It's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.